Take your seat at the virtual table. Turn on your video, be seen, be heard. By now, we've all heard the advice that when you walk into a meeting room, you take a seat at the meeting table. You don't take a seat in the corner, you don't take a seat in the second row. In order to be able to lead and influence, you take a seat at that table. But what about in a virtual meeting? So, my 2 tips for you are to turn on your video and speak up. I've heard so many people say they're uncomfortable turning on the video because they are self conscious about seeing themselves on the screen. I can empathize with that. I'm a huge introvert. It took me a while to get used to that. It took a while to get used to sometimes my face was larger than life in some of these conference rooms. But I have to say, you've got to push past that. In order to effectually lead and influence, you need to turn that video on. And the second area is around speaking up. So video conferencing software actually favors the last few remote people who spoke. So even if your video is on, you might not actually show up to the meeting participants on the screen unless you've spoken recently. So make sure that you are injecting your ideas and your comments throughout the meeting so that you have a seat at that table. So who's ready to commit to turning on their video and speaking up so that they can take their rightful seat at that virtual meeting table?